Today we're going to take a look at A Nightmare on Elm Street 2 Freddy's Revenge 1985 on 4K Ultra HD for the first time. In this review, I'm going to compare A Nightmare on Elm Street 2 4K to the 2011 Blu-ray from the 2013 7-film Blu-ray collection. So which version of A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 would you like to add to your collection? We're breaking it all down and then answering the question, should you upgrade? All right, guys, when it comes to the 2011 Blu-ray, you have a mixed bag here. So you have the bright and dark, where you compare it to the 4K. It's brighter than the 4K, but sometimes it's darker than the 4K. But it's clean and clear sometimes. But the skin tones look good. The black levels are good. Contrast is okay. Saturations is weird because when it comes to clothings and environments, sometimes it pops out to you guys. Like you see it popping out. There's certain characters you see wearing like red clothes, they pop out, saturation galore. But when it comes to the skin tones, it's actually kind of natural. So in terms of saturation, it's kind of semi-controlled in this movie, but scenes do pop with the colors popping out here on the Blu-ray. Now, overall, this is a solid Blu-ray. I don't think it's a great Blu-ray, and I don't even think it's a perfect Blu-ray, but I think it's a solid 2011 Blu-ray of A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. But when it comes to the 4K, the new brand new 4K, which is HDR10, that's where it gets really tricky because just like A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1, there is tons of color corrections here compared to the Blu-ray. Whether you're camp original or camp brand new version of the movie, it actually looks pretty good in a lot of scenes that kind of look murky and kind of dark in the Blu-ray. A lot of people go, oh, the 4K is 10 times darker than the Blu-ray. Well, in this case, you gotta kind of have it flip-flop here in certain scenes. You got the Blu-ray where it looks kind of dark and the 4K looks bright, like when they're playing baseball or softball outside. Then you got other scenes that flop where the 4K looks dark and the Blu-ray looks brighter, where they're indoors or outdoors. So with that said, it's kind of a mixed bag where it comes to this, but the 4K is actually really good. It doesn't have Dolby Vision. For those of you out there, it's just HDR10. Now, does it come with an uncut version? A lot of people put comments on the first movie saying that they brought this set because it comes with all the uncut versions. This movie does not come with an uncut version of A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. It's just a theatrical version you're getting on 4K. So I don't know where they got that information from, but you're getting only 2 cuts of the films, is Part 1 and Part 5. Those are the only 2 that are uncut in this set. But in terms of Part 2, like I said, theatrical version only. But in terms of the comparisons, like I said, is the color grading is where's the difference, and it kind of looks really good. I think it looks great on 4K, but the Blu-ray looks solid. I think it's a solid Blu-ray compared to the 4K, but the 4K is where it's at in terms of an overall package. I think it looks better. It's in the original aspect ratio of the film compared to the Blu-ray, where it just looks a little bit more cropped, if you want to say. But yes, there you guys have it. But let's take a look at A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, the comparisons of the 4K versus the 2011 Blu-ray. Enjoy. All right, guys, so there you have it. What do you think of A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 4K versus the Blu-ray? Do you guys think it looks better or worse? Leave a comment down below and let me know which one looks best, but let's get right into audio quality. All right, guys, when it comes to audio quality, the Blu-ray is rocking DTS HD Mastered Audio 5.1. Now, it's a decent sounding audio. I don't think it sounds good for a Blu-ray. That's what I mean. It sounds good for a Blu-ray, but I think it needed some oomph. And I think that's where the Dolby Atmos for the 4K, and that is where the enhancements are, because this Dolby Atmos soundtrack for the 4K of Part 2 is phenomenal. It's super loud, super clear. The dialogues are good. The music sounds great. Freddy Krueger sounds amazing. I mean, you're immersed in Part 2. While you have your gripes if you like the movie or not, but in terms of the audio department, the Dolby Atmos is light years way better than the Blu-ray 5.1 sound, because everything that you were wanting to have on this Blu-ray, the 4K has it, if you guys understand what I mean in terms of the audio department and what you're looking for. But let's get right into the menus and special features. All right, guys, when it comes to menus and special features, the 2011 Blu-ray comes with 4 special features. And guess what? The 4K comes with the same 4 special features that come in the 2011 Blu-ray. So there's nothing new there, but at least you guys are getting special features in the 4K. But let's get right into the final verdict. All right, guys, when it comes to the final verdict, I gotta say you get an amazing Dolby Atmos soundtrack. I mean, that is the highlight of this movie. When it comes to video, again, you're getting color grading, which is sometimes minimal here and there, but you do get to see the color grading between the original Blu-ray to the 4K, so that kind of be a plus for a lot of people that want to upgrade from Blu-ray to 4K. Again, no Dolby Vision, just HDR10. And the big bummer here is that if you do want to get them separate, they don't sell these films for separate. You gotta buy them in a collection form, if you want to say, which is the $100 regular version case, or you get yourself $180, which I don't know if it's sold out right now, but it's the 4K Steelbook set is the only way you could get Part 2 all the way up to A New Nightmare, which I think is Part 7. But with that said, there you guys have it. What do you think of A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge from 1989 on 4K? Which version would you like to add to your collection? Leave a comment down below, and remember to like, share, and subscribe for all things Geeks and Flix. Be awesome to each other, and keep collecting.